Howdy brothers, it's Swampy Grit here with a Ninja Gaiden 4 Chapter 1 Bloodsoaked Tokyo guide. I'm going to show you where all the items are in this particular chapter and also how to get all the missions completed. We're going to start off by getting this box in the very back. It is going to contain that Crimson Blood Balm, and I'm not sure if that's randomized or not. I do want to let you know as we are progressing to this next area that I do intend to do this for every single one of the chapters in this game, and I will release them as individual videos. So thank you for liking, subscribing, and watching these, and I hope it helps you get your first attempts. This is just me being stupid, so we'll go ahead and skip to the next part. Just follow the main path and you'll see these boxes here. There's no reason to break them unless you feel like it or want to get some anger out. Make a left and you'll see the second chest right here. Go ahead and open that bad boy up and you will get yourself your first Senjin War brew. That helps increase your attack power for a certain amount of time. Continue following the main path and you'll reach your first wall jumps here and your first shrine. Continue forward. Take out your anger on those boxes and you'll find your next chest, which contains your first set of life elixir. Let's go ahead and interact with this terminal, shrine, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. They're all the same functionality in each game. And you're going to need to go to the mission database after you get past this dialogue that you can do if you want to. I suppose if you're a completionist, you probably should. Just go ahead and select every single one of them. We're going to do that very first one, the DDO Officers, whatever they're called. We're going to get that one completed first. I'll go ahead and mention, since the subject arose, that you will see this mission whenever you get to the big open area with a big old, I guess you'd call it, mechanized doll head thing in the sky. You won't miss that, but don't worry, I will remind you whenever you get there. After you first attempt easily this particular section of the game, which is your first challenge, I suppose you could call it, you're going to break that energy source triangle pyramid thing, and you're going to walk up to the big old door. Now, if you go to your right side of the door, there's going to be a chest in that corner, and it contains yourselves a divine life elixir, essentially the medium heals. Go ahead and open the big old doors, take out these enemies, and you're going to see the bird merchant, or the crow guy, whatever you want to call him. I'm bad with names, so I apologize in advance. Anyway, whenever you're done interacting with him, you will see two chests in the corner, and both of them contain life elixirs. I do want to note as well, let's say you have the max amount of life elixir you can hold. If you find it in-game, it will just reimburse you the amount it cost via Ninja Coin. So you're going to be transformed into Purgatory, or whatever they call this. But you're going to see a little chest here. It might be hard to miss if you're a guy that likes to rush, so don't miss it because it's a very important item. It is the Incense of Rebirth. So essentially, if you get knocked, you get one more opportunity to try to get your first attempt. So make sure you grab that chest. Alright brothers, here is that big old mechanized doll head in the sky. This is going to be the place where you find the DDO Distribution Officer mission. I missed it whenever I was live streaming this. I did not do it, I believe, of which I hope you tune into and watch. We have a lot of fun during them. But anyway, you'll jump over two gaps, and then you'll see an enemy standing there, and he will have some backup come to try to kill you. Upon completing it, you should get 2,500 Ninja Coin, and that way you can trade it for some Bitcoin or whatever you want to do. Continue on down the main path that they actually wanted you to take. Take out those enemies and open the chest and you'll get yourself some more life elixir. Whenever you reach this particular terminal right here, you're going to get something called a caddis wire that'll make you turn into Indiana Jones or whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and use the terminal because I have not checked in my missions yet, and what that's going to do is the obvious, which is give me the rewards, but secondly, it's going to unlock another mission for you to do, which is to defeat, I believe it says 50 enemies. Before you complete the chapter. And I do want to mention another side note. If there's any event that is triggered that I believe you need to trigger to make sure you get all the enemies, I will let you know. So far, everything has been pretty straightforward, other than ensuring you don't miss that first mission number 1 area. Okay? So you shouldn't have missed anything thus far. Alright, as I was rambling, you should have noticed I jumped over the first gap. You'll see that second gap. Don't go there. Go ahead and head toward these dump trucks. Go around them. And you'll see once you get to the back corner that there is an area that you can vault up the walls. And you're going to find your first Purgatory Gate. Now the way these function is the harder the difficulty you choose on yourself, the bigger the reward. Okay, there's a couple of options there. Essentially, you're going to decrease the max amount of health that you can have. So get in there, get your first attempt, and be aware there is the terminal and the crow guy in there, so if you want to buy anything from them, you can before you actually start your run. Just know if you feel as though you have chosen too high of a difficulty, you can always back out, as in it gives you the option to, and you can choose a different difficulty, okay? So just be aware of that. I know you're not going to struggle. You're going to be just fine getting this done first attempt. I know you can do it, brothers, because you're listening to me, and I'm placing my energy inside of you. And we'll cut this post-edit because that sounded a little weird. All right, so we're going to go ahead and vault over this next gap, and you're going to go to your left instead of going to the right. And you're going to see this weird-looking mole rat thing from Harry Potter, and you're going to interact with him, do the sequence of keys it tells you to hit, and you'll grab him, and that will be complete. Let's continue on the main path, and we're going to vault over this large gap, and you'll see these trash bags in this big old white container. Go to the right, and you'll see the chest under that translucent looking sign thing. It contains some life elixir. After assassinating that enemy, you're going to come up on this enemy right here that has a drone under him. You can assassinate him too, but make sure you alert this drone, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on enemies for that other mission that we unlocked earlier in order to get 50 enemies for this level, okay? So you see me attacking the drone, you don't have to destroy it, but it will spawn 2 more enemies for you to destroy. All right, brothers, this is very important. I missed this on my live playthrough, but once you destroy those enemies, make sure you turn around and don't progress the main path yet, and you're going to unlock that chest, and it contains a Cobalt Ring, which is a very good item, and I wish I had it. But I'm not starting over on the hardest difficulty. We're just going to get over it. Once you get to this area, brothers, where you choose to fail at assassinating that guy, and you have this little fight sequence here, you're going to have 3 chests over in the corner along with the completion of mission number 2. There's going to be a shiny little data chip on the ground, and you're going to pick that up to turn it in for a Phantasmal Herb, which is important because that is for ensuring that you increase your max health throughout your playthrough. In Chapter 2, you will find the black scale, and those will combine in order to actually get your health upgrade, just as a side note. I almost forgot to get this chest right here in the corner. It contains crimson blood pellets, but it's in the same area here as you can see, so make sure you don't forget to grab it before moving on. After you have grabbed those items and complete the final mission for this area, by getting that data chip, you will see one more chest to your left below the ladder, so go ahead and grab it to get that divine life elixir, and climb the ladder and get ready for another little fight sequence. Now this is a live interaction, or reaction rather, but I just noticed that I ran past 2 chests right there. That is absolutely unbelievable that I'm that blind and that stupid, so make sure you don't miss those. I don't know what's inside of them, so yeah, that's cool. Alright brothers, once you first attempt this area and learn that berserk technique, you're going to see another terminal and the crow guy. Go ahead and check in your missions and get your reward. I do recommend getting that defense box thing, just in case you need it as a precautionary measure for the boss that you're about to first attempt. You shouldn't need it, but better to be safe than sorry, right? So go ahead and check that in. You'll get that Phantasmal Herb, and you'll be 1 step closer to getting your health maxed a little bit more. Alright, once you're done getting that stuff, go ahead and go to your left, get this chest, and you'll get yourself some Divine Life Elixir, and you can see right there it says converted to Ninja Coin. Just as that example that I mentioned earlier, that's what happens if you have the max number in your inventory. Once you take care of those enemies that you just saw me fight, make sure you don't follow the main path and turn around, and you're going to get yourself another chest right here. And be ready for enemies to be coming behind you, as you can see, but you'll get yourself some Incense of Rebirth. So, notice that it converted it to Ninja Coin. Let that be a note too, that you don't need to be afraid to hold on to that, okay? Because I found one, remember we found one whenever we went through that Purgatory area where we had that little flash of red and saw the umbrella in the hallway. So if you need to use one, don't be afraid to use it, okay? All right, great. All right, brothers, we're going to fast forward to the terminal right before the first boss of Chapter 1, and we're going to check in our missions. Do not panic, brothers. It will say 48 out of 50 enemies defeated for this mission. At least it did for me. It went to 100% after I defeated the boss. Now head up the stairs towards the boss, make a left, and you'll see that chest right there that contains the Divine Life of Elixir. And you are done. You got 100% of the items in Chapter 1 of Ninja Gaiden 4, brothers. I'll leave you, brothers, with the first attempt of this boss, but before I do, I just want to say thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing to this channel. Please comment below if this helped you, and if you would like to see more content like this in the future. Thank you very much.
Take this!